How was the party?
Aces.
He was wearing a woman's sweater. And he's drunk. Yeah, we're good parents. Right?
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Doing well. So how do you feel about having Simon on the big screen?
It is so surreal. It's very, very cool, and I don't think it's entirely sunk in yet.
Now, when you began writing this Simon character, did you ever think that you'd see him in a movie, or you just wrote him and went with the idea just for your book?
I didn't even think I'd see him in a book. I had no expectation of the book getting published. I wasn't even sure I'd finish it. It was my first time I had ever tried to write a book. If you could find like Becky of 2013 who is drafting this book and show her a picture of the movie poster or something, I'd never believe that. It's almost incomprehensible.
And now, what was your inspiration for Simon and actually the book itself?
It was there wasn't really a light bulb moment. I think there are a lot of little moments, kind of in my daily life that resurfaced in Simon. Like one thing in particular I'm thinking of is there was a day at work when I logged into Gmail and my coworker's email popped up, and I did not blackmail my coworker. That's not.
I was gonna ask that.
Yeah. No, I consider it no. I did not. Poor Patrick. I did not blackmail him, but I guess. I think for me, writing is a lot of just these little memories and moments that kind of come together into a story in ways that aren't always planned and can be very organic. I think when people ask what inspired the book, I think a lot of times what people want to know is kind of what made me want to write a story about a gay teen boy coming out and falling in love.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where when I'm asked that question, I think every time I'm asked it, I have a different answer because it's something I think about a lot. And I think I kind of spend a lot of time listening to conversations around writing and who has the right to tell what story and kind of ownership of stories and things like that. So my understanding now of those issues is maybe different than it was in 2013 when I wrote the book. But back then I had been coming off of working as a clinical psychologist, very early career clinical psychologist. With teens, and I worked a lot, quite a bit with LGBTQ teens and kids and some adults. And so, a lot of the issues that the community is grappling with at the time were very much on my mind. But, of course, as a psychologist, you don't touch your clients' stories and you don't talk about them at the dinner table, and you certainly don't write books about them.
Right.
So, people will ask me if Simon's based on any of my former clients, and the answer to that is absolutely not. I take confidentiality very, very seriously, like any psychologist would.
Absolutely.
So Simon is very much he's more like me than anybody I know. And I think, when I wrote the book, there's a lot of research that went into it, and certainly a lot of gay men read the book before it was published. But I don't know, if I were writing it, or sitting down and contemplating writing this story now in 2018, and knowing what I know, and kind of being a part of some of the conversations as they've evolved in the YA book community now. I think, you know, I'm not sure that I would have stepped up to tell this story. I might have, you know, deferred to an author who has more personal experience with some of the things that Simon is going through.
Well, I'm glad you did, because it was actually beautifully done.
Have you ever been in love?
I don't know. I think so.
Dear Blue, I might not know your name or what you look like. I want to find you. I'm done living in a world where I don't get to be who I am.
Did you date me because you think I look like a guy?
No, I actually broke up with you because you don't look like a guy.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Welcome.